Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 4, our last day of the Scrapbooking Fun Summit. You guys have been amazing audiences to participate, posting in the Facebook group. For our VIPs who probably are all still on the call that we just came off of, our VIPs are on a panel, so some of them will come in and Tracy will come once that call is over. But thank you. It has been so much fun, and we have so much good stuff, and it's not the end. We have something coming up after the Scrapbooking Fun Summit that we're going to talk about as well. But we always like to be creating and doing stuff. So thank you for being on here on day 4. Yeah, there's lots of videos to watch, ladies. There's lots out there. That's what the VIP Pass is all about. If you guys are hitting day 4 and say, I couldn't watch this, or I missed this and I really wanted to watch that, the VIP Pass is still available. It is available until probably Wednesday, and then it goes away. But this is your opportunity to grab the VIP Pass, to go in and take them, to keep the videos and do what you need. So if you have missed days, that's the whole point of the VIP Pass. And some of these videos have one of the things we've heard from talking to our VIPs who do have the passes, there's just so much depth in each video. It's not just watch the video once. There's so much depth to come back and go, how did I do this? How did they do that? What happened? So go back and watch the videos. And that's the value of the VIP Pass. So that's part of the housekeeping. If you want a VIP Pass, now is the time to get it. That way you can go back. We guarantee the videos are up for at least a year. This is our 3rd year, and we haven't taken any down. So we just say at least a year because other people will say lifetime, but what is lifetime, right? It could my lifetime, your lifetime, I don't know. So we use at least a year. All of our videos are up from the last 3 years, and we have no plans to take them down, but our guarantee is at least a year. Bingo. If you're playing bingo, you need to, there's a post going up probably around noon. You have until 5 o'clock. I know that there's still time to watch the videos, but we're doing our wrap up at 7, and we need to count all the entries. So either post your bingo in the Facebook group, submit it. There's a submit button in your email, submit it. You get an entry for our draws for every single bingo that you do. The maximum bingos on a card are 12. If you have every square taken on the card, we will give you 2 more entries. We're just going to throw them on a wheel and spin it, and we have a number of different things that we're giving away. And so that is the bingo. I'm thinking my way through here of all the maintenance stuff we need to do. VIP Pass, very much worth it. It is. Also, there's some amazing gifts and giveaways in the VIP Pass that are bonuses that come from our sponsors and our speakers. If you're looking to buy a glass board from Glassboard Studio, they have a great coupon that expires on the 14th, I think. Don't quote me. It might be sooner. We have 1 month free in our Scrapbooking Fun Circle. So our Scrapbooking Fun Circle is our membership. Tamar, see, I told you I'm not going to get it right, was month, and she did an amazing presentation. So if you're a VIP, take advantage of the free month, and then you get 20% ongoing. If you're not a VIP, stay tuned. We're doing something next week. You can come in the circle. There's some amazing presentations in there as well. I'm going through all the things I have to cover. And today we have a lot of sessions, and then we have our wrap up at 7 p.m. So come to that. And our sponsors. So I want to thank our sponsors of today. And Tracy, who is not here, is our sponsor for the day sponsor. So Tracy, not only do Tracy and I do the Scrapbooking Fun Summit, we actually have our own businesses. So Tracy's business is the Embellished Connections, and she is a virtual store, but also a virtual in-person store. So she runs her store from her home. She does tons of crops and events in the Ontario area near where we live in Canada, but she also ships to all over Canada and anywhere else. But for Canadians, with all of the things that are going on, getting things cross-border, go to Tracy. Tracy also has a passion for finding the different and the unusual. So all of our speakers are people that Tracy has curated, looking for ones who are different, looking for ones who are not up and coming. So a number of our speakers, we are the first summit they ever did. Now they're on other summits, but Tracy really went out and found the unusual and the different approaches. We are called the Scrapbooking Fun Summit, but we really could be called the Paper Crafting Summit. If we went back in time, we might have renamed it. But then again, we're the only ones who focus on scrapbooking and journaling and things like that. And the other sponsor that we're talking today is our creative sponsor, who's our next interview at 1 o'clock, which is Adeline, who runs, I don't remember the name. It'll come to me. Something Fair. I'll get the Serenity Fair, and she makes beautiful washi tape, very much focused on vintage. So she has a whole series in Jane Austen. She has Alice in Wonderland, and she makes beautiful washi tapes. And she has an offer in the VIP package for that. So those are the housekeeping. The last housekeeping thing I'm going to do, because we haven't talked about this yet, is we are running our prompt and play challenge. So for those who participated last spring, the end of our summit, we did a prompt and play. So we are running that. You'll see emails going out starting tomorrow to join and sign up for the prompt and play. And that is a 4-day free challenge where we get you out of your head and we get you creating. That is the whole purpose of our prompt and play, is to get you out of the head, get you creating. We had so much fun. Last time we didn't know how well it was going to be received. We had thousands of people signed up for it, and we had thousands of replays. So you'll see your emails starting tomorrow, maybe Tuesday if we don't get our acting gear. So you can sign up for the prompt and play, and the prompt and play will be between the 17th and the 20th. So it's like a 4-day, 1 hour each day playing. So that's without further, that's all my housekeeping. And it was so much fun, Leslie. So definitely. So today we have the amazing Tamar. So she is very generous. Her creations are beautiful. We are going to spotlight, and we're going to have a really good chat. Oh, Tracy's coming. Should I let Tracy in, ladies? There you go. Tracy is here. No, no, don't let Tracy in. So Tracy, we just went through everything of introducing you as the sponsor, introducing Serenity Fair. We talked about getting your bingo card in, and we talked about the prompt and play challenge coming up to keep an eye on their emails. And I don't think I missed anything else. So we are about to start and ask questions. There we go. I'm going to change our display a little bit to put the people in the right place. So where in the world are you?
So first I have to say, before I tell you where I'm from, is I love coming here just because I get so many compliments from you. I don't know why I deserve it, but thank you. Thank you very much. I am in Florida right now. I'm in Delray Beach. And if anybody doesn't know, Delray Beach is in Palm Beach County. We're a little bit north of Fort Lauderdale and south of West Palm Beach. And Delray Beach is a really nice little beach town, a lot of art, a lot of fun things to do. It's a party town, basically.
Aren't a lot of Florida towns party towns, depending where party or retirement towns? I think the retirement towns can be party towns too. Do you consider yourself a scrapbooker, a paper crafter, a crafter, an artist? How would you classify yourself?
Oh, I'm probably all of the above. I started when I was very young. I always liked artwork. I remember when I was in kindergarten, the children around always gathered around me to see what I was doing and stealing my papers. I was 5. When I was 12, I started taking art classes. I used to take 3 buses just to get to that place that gave art classes. So I dabbled in a lot of different things. When I was 15, I started taking more private classes and with artists like oil art. And then when I was 17, I went to school for graphic design, and I became a fine art artist. And now I'm like going downhill, from fine art to mixed media art. And I'm doing crafting, scrapbooking, card making, and a lot of different things. I like making jewelry, and I do a lot of different crafts. Just don't have time for everything.
Do you ever take a day off and not craft?
Yes, I do. Especially since I have a lot of family here. I have parents that I go visit, and I work full time as well because got to pay the bills. So by trade, I'm a buyer. I'm in high tech, but I do this on the side, and I have a side business. So I work every day from 8 in the morning till 12. But I try to at least give myself a few minutes of something. I sit in my studio and I do something.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's true. It's hard. It's always hard to balance all of these things, right? We would love to balance them, but it's not easy.
Hard, but as an artist or crafter, I have to do something a little bit every day. If I don't do it every day, I feel it, and then I double down the next.
Hmm. Which is great. Can you tell us a little bit about the project that you did? I know we've already seen comments that people loved it. I know it's out today, and some of you may not have had a chance to watch it yet, but
I hope you like that. I tried to do something different than doing just one big mini album and one big project. And I figured you can do a one page and then add to it. So I was like, what can I do that you can do a lot of and add to it? And I wanted to do a vision board scrapbook for a while, so it was a good opportunity. But basically, the project is just a whole bunch of paper pages, just like to take the signature and make one signature. And you can just do multiples of the same thing, but each one in a different subject. So you can take this and do, let's say, 12 months of the year. So you need 6 signatures, 12 pages, one for each month. If you want to keep birthdays, or if you want to, a baby's first year, or you can do, let's say, recipes. So each signature will be, I don't know, first course or desserts or something. You can do travel. If you travel somewhere, so you can add to it. And so on and so forth. Like if you're a teacher, you can do this for your classroom, and each kid will have their own page. I think that's a cute idea. If you're a grandmother, you can do one for every grandchild. But my favorite, of course, is if you're a crafter, you can do one for each project that you have. So you can keep a list of your supplies. You can have a picture of the project that you want to do. So you can really take it in a lot of different ways. And the vision board is a visualizing you're manifesting whatever it is you want. And I remembered when I was young, I used to do it with my girlfriend. We used to sit on the floor with a bunch of magazines and build those big, big things. And this is little. This is something you can keep right by your bed, and go over it every day and remind yourself. It's a lot of self-love.
I
It's
think it's
really,
brilliant. I think because I know, especially given that January is coming and people will, there's lots of people in my industry, which is coaching, my other industry, particularly in personal coaching, but even in business coaching, about writing your vision board and doing that. And I would never have even thought of
right,
doing a vision board as an album.
right.
Like what a smart way to incorporate visioning and
Mhm.
thinking out in the future and your passion. Like I just think it's a brilliant idea to do a vision board that way.
Yeah. And one of the things I like about it, it really doesn't require a whole lot of materials. You don't need to go out there and buy stuff. You can just use what you have, and go from there. If you're giving it as a gift, you can just write something. You write your words for the prompts for the person you're giving it to. So it's very versatile. I thought it's a little bit different, and
I
I, I,
love it.
I really like this project. I think, yeah.
Thanks. Brilliant. Okay, I'm going to go through some of the questions. We're going to come. I'm sure someone's asking about the vision board. I go to the questions as they come in. So
Okay.
sometimes they get out of order, but we do our best. So the first question is, I have been fascinated by junk journals and have been collecting junk to use. What do you do with all your finished projects? We just had this discussion too.
Well, first of all, I have about 3 drawers of junk that I still need to use. I do the same. And we switch around with friends. Like I'll send them some of my junk, they'll send me some of their junk, and we end up with a whole new junk that I love. What do I do with my finished projects? So most of the time I'll keep them because if I make more than one, I'll keep one and I'll give the other ones away. The ones that I do for classes, I usually do more than one because it's trial and error and I have to make sure that everything is perfect. So I'll keep one and I'll gift one. I gift most of them and I do sell some as well.
It's
So
awesome. They're beautiful too. They are all beautiful.
thank you.
Somebody was saying generally they love the Q&As and they join the chats. I'm learning so much. You're welcome. We love doing them. I mean, I might lose my voice by the end of the day, which has happened last night for sure. But we do love doing them.
Yeah.
Somebody's talking about dabbling in gel printing. So Joanna with gel printing is on at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Oh, gel printing is fun. I love gel printing.
So she's a multimedia artist. She's a lovely lady. She's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
She is somebody that I found. I found a speaker without Tracy. How exciting is that? Because I normally don't find I found a speaker all by myself. And Joanna is somebody who actually lives locally, but that's not how I found her. And she's a great, quirky, wonderful multimedia artist that's new to us. So
I love gel printing, and I like to do my own gel prints and then make album with it. It's fun.
Yeah, and that's exactly kind of what she's showing to do. And it's funny because the community that I found Joanna in, there was another artist playing with gel printing yesterday. I'm like, I've never heard of this before. And now you start to see it, right? It's like you're going to buy a car and you never know, and then you see it everywhere else. So
I think you should just do a summit for gel printing, but that's just me.
I would like to thank Heather and Tracy and all the speakers for all their hard work, as the wrap up is too late for you in the UK. We're sorry for that. But if you win, submit your bingo card, because if you don't need to, I should have said that, you do not need to be on the call to win bingo. Yes. We will draw the bingo for whoever happens to be there.
Yeah, I think Ruth sent me a message about getting my download, and I answered her. I think. There
you go. Yeah. How do you get your inspiration?
So we were just talking about it at our VIP Zoom, but I will say I'm really a big sucker for colors and textures. And that's the first thing that intrigues me more than anything else. So if I'm a little stuck and I'm not inspired, I will go through my stash, I'll go through my papers, or I'll just walk out and go shopping. I'll look in Pinterest and until something really grabs me. And I'll pick one thing. I don't go out there trying to overdo it. I'm just going to pick one thing that I like, that I gravitate towards, that makes me feel good. And I'll build my whole project around it. Also, different techniques. I like to try different things. I like the mechanics of it. So
that shows in a lot of your projects. Like it shows that you like the mechanics of it. Like that your gift box that pops open that you did one summit ago or whenever you did it. I don't remember when you did it for us. It shows that you like not only you like the curiousness of putting the mechanics together.
Yeah, I've done for my group. We had to we had a crop, and my job was to send it to the brand owner, and I wanted to make a card. Now I'm a card maker, but I wanted to do something different than what everybody else, because here's somebody that gets 10, 20, 30 cards every day, and I wanted mine to stand out. So I'm like, what? Maybe I'll do something that opens, have a gate, has a magnet on, and then put it in a big box, and use the gold foil as my main paper, because everybody's using it as an embellishment. So the first thing that I decided to do was magnetize the thing. Like, you don't really get a lot of magnetized cards. So everything, from that came the gate, and from the gate came this, and from the gate, so it built and built and built and built, and that's how I got inspired. So.
And that's interesting just to hear how your mind worked. Yeah. Right? How you started and then it just grew.
Yeah, you start with one idea and then you build, a house. When you build a house, you start with the ground. You build it from the ground up. You can't start at the end,
So we have a compliment that gets followed by a question. So your journals are always so beautiful. Love all the papers you use. And the question that someone else posted was, where do you get your papers?
Yeah. So first of all, thank you all for your compliments. I really appreciate it. I know where I get my papers from. So if I Creative Treasures used to be a store that I used to sell papers to. So I used to buy for my store and then just do samples. Started with Stamperia and Minte and Ciaobella. But this is the kind of papers that I like. Now that I don't sell my papers anymore, I look and something comes up and I like it. And I say, I buy too much.
How many people have that problem? I buy too much.
There are a lot of brands that I like. Really, there are a lot of brands that I like. the stores that now I shop at, because I don't have my own store anymore. I like Cherry on Top. Oh, I like her a lot. They're very nice. This is where I usually go. And I like Stampers, but Cherry on Top, if you can buy there.
So Belinda, who was one of our speakers and has been in our VIPs, said Tamara makes the most of me. I didn't know you guys had met, so that's kind of cool too. They live in different countries and they visited each other. You are such an inspiration.
Yes, Belinda was a designer for Stamperia, and I was on her design team for Stamperia. That's how.
Oh, cool.
And we remain good friends.
So someone else, and you may have answered this, but maybe not. Do you plan meticulously, or is it more of an organic process?
I plan meticulously. Oh my God, if you ever look at my Facebook page, you'll see my design process. But it's spreadsheets. Everything is, exactly, and I will make 3-4 samples, or before I actually put it out.
Okay. And that's exactly what Catherine was saying in our other Q&A or not our panel there with the VIPs, that, what we see people like, what we show others is our finished product, right? We don't get to see everything else that went through beforehand, right? She's like, you see my final album, but you didn't see the first 3 or 4 I did beforehand that didn't work out or I learned from, right?
Yeah, it's a long and hard process. Then record it, then edit the video, then test it. Yeah.
And you know what? It takes practice, right, Tracy? Editing video. Tracy,
yeah.
So for those who don't know, Tracy had not made a class video until we started this, right? And I'm like, Tracy, you can do this. You can do this. We can do this. And so she made her first video for the first one. And now she edits her own videos, and she has that. And sometimes your camera stops. If you're watching Tracy's today, it stopped at the end. That happens.
It was full.
It was full, but we all start. We talked about this earlier. We all start in that kind of we don't know what we're doing phase. And there is a lot that goes into productions, which is why we love to highlight our speakers, because it's not just, hey, I made a project and I did it. They produce it. It's really a production. So that's the cool part. Right. So question, do you make your own papers, which I think you already mentioned that you used to?
I don't make my own papers. Sometimes, I'll do a project for card. I've done some for other summits that I design my own paper. Like I did, I don't even know if I have it here. Oh, here.
Somebody was saying they love your paper stash collection behind you, by the way.
Thank you. Oh my God. I'm sitting in a room that's lined. I have wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling paper. But this is like a design that I made. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah.
Card. Yeah. So I designed that.
Very pretty.
Yeah, just because, there was something that I wanted specific and I didn't find it. So in a summit that I was attending, somebody was giving a class on AI. And I'm like, I can do this. And I designed my own, and I drew. I still like to draw my own, but AI helped me put it together. So
there you go. Maybe that'll be my next AI presentation.
I think in the future, I am thinking about going.
When you retire from your day job, and this is it's time for us to enjoy our golden years. I love art, and I like your starting in early childhood. I think many of us did.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually got a name of a printer if I ever decide to do it. I would like to print.
Somebody said a nice idea. I really like the concept. It would be a starting place for a New Year goal. We're now getting to talking about your project. I have to catch up on the comments. But it is a good idea to do it for like your New Year ritual. So you crafters, instead of like doing New Year's resolutions, create your own little mini album for the year of like a vision board. I think that I could get into that. I have no paper or anything, but I could get into something like that.
And even because when you were just showing your album and talking about it too, I was also thinking like often I'll buy my daughter like some journals and stuff because I know she likes to certain things she likes to keep notes of and that. And then I was like, I can make something like that, right? For her to do her, like for
Yeah,
me too, to do my own goals, but also for her to say, okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
I could see her working on it.
Yeah. But there are so many pretty papers out there. You
Hmm.
know, I just grabbed something from my wall the other day when we were doing the other, because we were talking about folios, and this is like one of my favorite that I've done a few years ago with Chalbilla. Look at this. Look how pretty this is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I want to mess with perfection already? you
That's
know,
pretty too.
It
it's
is lovely.
Somebody
gorgeous.
said going to make a blank one for her granddaughter with squishmallows, mallows, and she'd
Ah,
love
that's
it.
squishmallow. I love
Yeah.
it. I love
So
it.
it's great to do that. I think you've inspired a lot of ideas. Love the project. I
Yeah.
do find it a bit unclear how I use the M piece. Could you please explain?
Yes, this is the M piece. In the project, you have a pocket, you have a side pocket where the two pages meet, and you just slide it right in between the two pages right there. Can you see? I don't know if you can see it,
Yep.
but it's
Oh,
right in
yeah.
between the two. You just slide it into it.
And you put the calendar in there. I think that's very cool.
Yeah, you can put whatever. I printed a calendar and I put it there. I have a little envelope.
You know
I'm
what? The
excited.
joy
I like
you
that.
have is
Like dangles and cute things, I know.
but the joy you have is contagious, and that's the value when you watch somebody who truly is joyful about what they do. It makes us exciting, and I think Debbie, all of our speakers, right, it's
Yeah.
having that joy that makes it attractive.
The biggest joy is when I teach something and I see somebody else either getting an idea or benefits from it, or trying it. That's the real joy, I think. Spreading the love. I think I love the summit. It made me realize what can be done with
Done with my
paper.
papers, yes. And then there's other ones. I love the summit because it makes us. Well, that one doesn't want to show. We'll try that again. I love the summit because it makes me realize what can be done with paper. It's the same one. Here, my cursor's not working. I love you always encourage us to craft your stash. We do. Our speakers do. Yes, even our vendors will still, like, I'm thinking of Dare to be Artsy Cindy. Even she will tell you, use what you have, right? Because you got
Yeah.
to use what you have and do that. So even the people, Tracy, who sells and runs a craft booking store, she'll say, use your trash, use your
Yeah.
trash,
So
use your stash, use your
this is
trash too.
this is what I do. Now, I don't know if it'll help somebody, but I like little compartments, little drawers, little trays, and I will literally empty one. I'll take an empty one and I'll go around the house, or around, well, my whole house is a craft room. That's why I say I'll go around the house if you ever see it. And I'll open the drawers and I will literally put things in my tray. And that's my supplies for a project. You know, the embellishments, the ribbons, for the class that I did with the black and white for your group the other day. This is how it started. I went and I put the paper down. I'm like, okay, now I need black and white things. And I literally put everything in the box, and I'm like, okay, I can do this, I can do this. And that's how I craft.
And so Tamara just mentioned her black and white presentation. So for those who are VIPs, and if you're not a VIP, you can, we're doing the prompt and play, which we talked about earlier. You can come to that and then still join our circle. Tracy and I run the Scrapbooking Fun Circle. If you're a VIP, you get a month free, and then you can join continually at 20% off. If you're not VIP, we will have an offer coming out with our prompt and play session. But Tamara did our last one, and it was on black and white. And it was a real, even as someone who doesn't necessarily use paper crafting, but colors and draws, your class on how to use black and white to make things pop was extremely valuable. So if you're VIP,
Oh,
I'm 100% sure it's in the VIP area. It's definitely in our Facebook group. I'm a little behind posting stuff just because I've been 100% in here. But it was a brilliant class on how effective black and white can make things pop. and not pop. So if you're in the Scrapbooking Fun Circle, if you've joined for the month with your VIP pass, if you want to come in later on, just keep an eye on our emails coming up. Go and make sure you watch Tamara's class, because it was just that how to use black and white to pop things. And you also talked about the reason for it, which is nice. Sometimes people just show it, but you actually talked about the reasons for it. So go check that out.
And because of that class from the Scrapbooking Fun Circle that you did, I took that because I had to quickly do a quick make and take class in an event I was at, and I was like, because my mind was so focused on this summit here, I was like, I have no ideas, and I went, you just did that class about the black and white, and I did this, and for me it's hard to use white, but I did something and taught them about it because of you. So thank you.
Wow, you're very welcome. Yeah, sometimes you just need to learn new things and get ideas in your head.
Well, you don't know what you don't know, right? And coloring is hard. If you've not been trained in colors, understanding the reason, and that's what was good about this presentation, was you really talked about the reasoning behind it, which is good, good to know. So Tamar, that's a great idea for teachers to make one signature for each student, or have them make it. They could have the room, mom and dad duplicate them to pass on to each student at the end of the year. So there you go.
Yeah, I wrote a whole list of different things, just use your imagination,
So someone makes them for kindergarten kids.
We made full scrapbooks for each kid, for the kindergarten class. That's amazing.
When you were a kid, did you like playing with paper?
When I was a kid, I played with markers and I played with beads. These are my two go-to. My mother didn't like, she had to lock the drawer in the closet because I would get into her pearls. And when I was, I think 7 or 8, my cousin went to Tanzania with her father for work. And when she came back, I'll never forget it. They brought me back a big pack of colored pens, which I've never seen so many different colors in my life. So I started coloring, the notebooks with for math, the little squares.
And they're like,
I could do that. Yeah, I'm a colorer too, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Tamara is good at making 3D flowers and uses them on her project.
Oh, yes. I love flowers.
I think this is a really good title for you. Tamara is an exceptional paper engineer. We've just branded you with a new title. A paper crafting engineer.
I like that.
Paper crafting engineer. We have to put the crafting in there so people get that it's crafting. But you're a paper craft because you are. You think about the engineering of it going together. So thank you, Leslie. You've just given her a new title that she can use.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and sometimes, you come up with your own solution to, different issues or problems that you encounter when you're building something. So I like that.
Someone says the journal vision board is a great idea. Question. Do the designs come out like you visioned, or do you just have an idea and start from there?
I am a visualizing kind of art. I mean, I visualize it quite a bit. I do overthink about, like, I will go to bed at night, or I will just I don't know where I'm going to bed. Yesterday I was sitting here from 9 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock, and all I've done is visualize. Try to see how I want something done. It starts in my head, and I go from there. It doesn't always come out exactly like I want, because it's a process. So you start with something and then you build from that. But everything. I have, like my daughter says, I have 100 ideas, and maybe one of them will materialize.
Tracy, Debbie, and Susan are proud that you actually made a video and came here. So I love this one. Can I come to your house and just look?
Yes, come if you're ever in Florida.
I would love it if you would design some papers. So you have people who would like you to design some papers. So there you go.
Oh, that is something that I really would like to do. But again, those who design papers, it's as far as I know, it takes about a year. I don't know. You should ask Belinda if she's around here, how long it took her, because she designs paper. It's a very long process.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something I want to.
Someone said your albums are amazing, and then Suzette, who's I think she's watching in her car. So there we go. Definitely want to start making albums. I'm inspired by you. So there you go.
Oh, that's so great. I have a lot of beginner classes, for small ones. This is really fun.
Debbie there's always a way to combine what you have with new stuff to create something amazing.
Yeah, but we still like to buy stuff. I mean, we're crafters after all.
Also, the more you use of your stuff,
you might have the
then
shiny
you're gonna run
object
out. You need
going
to
on.
buy
You got to use what you have to make room for new one. That's my excuse anyway.
Well, exactly.
Or buy a bigger house, or kick your spouse or friend or family out of another room. Someone, and I don't remember who said it, they are turning their living room into their craft room. It was one of the, may have been a VIP, may have been someone else.
Me.
You've done that. Question: do you use AI at all?
I'm starting to. I have I'm paying for AI program, and I'm learning. It's still a learning process. I'm taking classes where I can, and I'm listening to tutorials.
It's also an ever-changing process right now. I mean, AI. You will all be using AI within a year. You're probably all using it now and you don't know it, but you will all, but it's also ever evolving.
Yeah.
Like we're on a very fast track of a lot of stuff coming out.
I'm using Mid-Journey.
Okay. I don't know that one. See?
Mid-Journey is for artists. It's art AI.
There are so many out there that it's there is, and it's evolving every single day. And so, and you'll all start, for those of you who have Cricut machines and that, you'll start seeing AI become part of them, right? It's just happening. We don't even know it. If you have a phone, you've got AI on there, whether it's Gemini for an Android phone or Apple Intelligence, it's coming through. So definitely.
Yeah.
How do you organize? Actually, sorry, I missed one. I'll come back to that one. Somebody says they love the idea of putting everything in a tray. To use that, and then
because it focuses the materials you want to use, and you don't spread all over the place. It's easier.
So how do you organize your junk for the journals to find what you want?
I have 3 drawers that are full of junk. I can show you one. It's not organized, but it's fun.
Go for it.
The way you lit up.
It's a drawer full of junk.
Yes.
And whenever you find things, you collect things wherever you go, and you think, oh, that would be fun in a junk journal. Just, bring it home in moderation. And then go shop your drawer to make your project.
So this goes to you, Tamara. Thank you for all the free classes. Best VIP bonus ever. So there you go.
You're welcome.
There are great ones. I haven't checked it out yet either. So we haven't checked out our own VIP bonuses. We'll get there.
It's all the classes that I have on my website right now that you can get for free. Yeah.
My sister collects mini stick pins. I'm just catching out on these things. My sister created mini stick pins with small beads and added them to her scrapbook pages. Usually she tucks them into ribbons or flower arrangements. That's kind of cool.
That's cute. The creativity out there is amazing.
Belinda's seen your house, so she says Tamara has the dream house. It has all craft rooms and a bedroom.
I sleep in the craft room.
Is there any room? Do you have a kitchen? I mean, I hope you have a kitchen.
I have a little kitchen. It's a very old house. It's called a villa in Florida. It's a little 2-bedroom. As a single parent, I really didn't have the luxury of owning my own house until I came here. And this is my first one. So I told my daughter, I said, I want this to be all craft room. She's like, Mom, it's yours. Do whatever you want. So in my kitchen, I have shelves for all my Cricut stuff, all, boxes with vinyl, and it's all my beads are in boxes there. In my bedroom, I have some supplies. The living room have 3 calyxes full, and it's fun.
You have a bed. You do have a bed.
And I have a bed,
for
me and the dogs. I'm single, so nobody cares.
As long as it's nice and decorated and comfy.
We're single. We
Right?
care.
It's clean. Hey, it's clean.
Belinda shared answering the questions before that. It took her 6 months. It takes 6 months minimal for Lady Vagabond paper creation.
Yeah, 6 months. I know.
Okay.
And
We have other people who said my craft room is my kitchen is turned into my craft room number 4.
Yeah. If anybody wants, on my YouTube channel, I interviewed Belinda on her process, how she designed Lady Vagabond. It's really interesting. You should go watch it.
Someone says, I did a great class on AI. Thank you. So that's part of your VIP to go watch that as well. And it's evolving. That's the whole thing about AI. I didn't think, like, this is my 3rd one doing AI for the crafting. I'm like, am I going to have an idea for a 4th one? But the answer is yes, because something else is going to come up. And Tracy laughs at me because this total transparency, I made my video on Wednesday. Because it's like, okay, I'm busy doing this. I'm going to be I'm always the last video, but I always know something will come up because there is so much evolving in the AI community.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with AI for me is the prompts, the correct prompts to get what you want. And I'm learning that there are certain prompts that AI will know or to recognize, like
and
style, and
well, some of them learn. Some of the AI applications learn who you are. Like ChatGPT is actually, it's one of its biggest strengths is it learns and remembers who you are. Although you do have to clear out the memory if the memory gets full, and you kind of like clear it out and edit it. You can edit, which I should show people how to do that. You write that down, Trace. I should remember this sometime. You can clear out your memory, but other ones are starting to have that. But one of the interesting things is we use AI for this, and I use AI for my coaching business, but the language is different. So I always have to tell them, I am Heather the coach. I am Heather the scrapbooker. And then, so you have to have that conversation. When you think about AI, I wouldn't walk into Tracy's store and ask for, I have to tell her what I want, right? I can't just walk into Tracy's and go, Tracy, give me scrapbooking, right? We have to give detail. And the same thing applies to AI. We have to give the detail.
Yeah.
So here's another question.
I mean, I would ask you questions. What are you scrapbooking or whatever? What are your colors? And then go, okay, let's take out this and look.
A great trick for AI. So AI is based on questions. A great trick when you ask it to do something, finish the question with, is there anything else you need to know before you do X, Y, Z? Because then AI will come back and say, oh yeah, could you like, if you went into AI and asked them to help you get a color scheme for a particular project from a crafting point of view, you can say all that and say, is there anything else you need to know before you give me the answer?
Yeah.
And that's always going to help you. That's a very powerful prompt.
Yeah. I'm looking for AI to help enhance what I already do, because I'm an artist, so I can create the basic thing for me and then upload it and then have them give me more ideas and use it as a tool.
Claude's very good for that. Claude is good for that. But again, you just need to, and I find with him, if you ask him or her, however you want to call them, if you ask it, what else do you need to know before you give me an answer, takes it a level up higher.
Right.
So, do you have a favorite color scheme for your vision boards?
If I have a favorite color, I don't have any favorite color theme. I'm working on a new one now, just because I don't know if anybody remembers this one from Graphic 45, this old collection. So one of the things that are great with a vision board is that you can just use your scraps if you have any leftover. So I had that leftover, and I'm doing one with this now, which is brown and blue. I'm a sucker for color. I think I've said it so many times. I like colorful, which is what I made this one with. So color makes me happy. And a vision board is something that I will hold in my hand and I want to feel good. So I will probably say the colors that make me feel good are very, very colorful theme.
Makes sense.
Yeah, usually.
If you're doing a vision board, do it with stuff that makes you happy, that motivates you.
Exactly.
A lot of crafters are single. Crafting is my spouse.
Yeah, I don't know many men who would like to live with me right now. I mean, when I was living with my ex, I had it in my one room. Always had one room in my house that was mine. My girl cave.
Susan put a great one. I would like to use AI as my craft assistant. I would do the crafting, and assistant AI could assist with the housework. I would love that too, Susan. So I'm there with
have
you.
him make me coffee in the morning.
I'm okay with clean. I'm not a neat person. You can tell by this, but so clean would be great. How do you store your paper cardstock? By color, by brand, by size? How do you create that beautiful backdrop that you have?
Well, this is just the solid colors. So, yeah, I'll try to move it a little bit, but it's sorted by colors.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'll move it a little bit more, you'll see on the top shelf is Ciao Bella. On the bottom is Graphic 45. And then I have Anna Griffin there, and I have Craft O'Clock. And if I'll turn it around to the other side, which I don't dare, but I have Minte there. I have, by brand. I would say brand and alphabetically, because in my head, I know what I have.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to go and find what I have to know. And I have every single page that I have, every single sheet of paper that I have, I know what I have.
That's us who have these photographic. I have a very. We were talking earlier. I'm dyslexic as well, and we tend to have photographic memories, right? We tend to have memories that can remember what it is and what we have, which is a benefit. But it's also, as I get older, where did I put it can be a problem. Never used to be a problem, but I can definitely say as I get older, it is a problem. Right. How many of us have a coffee maker in your craft room? Well, Tracy's in her kitchen right now, but she doesn't drink coffee, so that doesn't count. And obviously, your kitchen is part of your crafting, so you do. How many have a better question is, how many of you have a kitchen in your craft room?
No.
Or have your kitchen become your craft room?
The kitchen became a storage room. Because I had empty little space there, so instead of putting kitchen stuff, it stores my other things. But
another question too is, this is a question, I know Tracy's answer on this one just because I've experienced it myself, which is, you've got all this beautiful paper, and coffee is liquid and water is liquid, so how do you keep yourself from knocking your liquid all over what you're doing? Which I was on a call once with Tracy where I spilt my water all over my paper. It was not crafting, it was work. And Tracy's like, get a bottle like this, right? No. Water bottles.
So I will tell you, I have my workspace is raised. I have a shelf here that I got from IKEA, just the countertop. It sits on top of my table and it's raised. Everything else is lower. So if my coffee cup is on the right or on the left, or it doesn't matter where it is, and it spills, it will never spill on my beautiful thing that I'm working on.
It's a neat idea. Just have it lower.
It's lower.
Yeah, because it is one of those, you got like all this beautiful paper and work that you've invested, and the last thing you want to do is spill coffee, water, or something on it. So me too. If it can be spilt, I will spill it. Yeah. After I stop doing Girl Scouts.
Yeah. And sometimes, I use really expensive paper, like I use Anna Griffin paper, and it is not cheap.
Mm-hmm. Somebody keeps their water behind them on a counter. I mostly use water bottles with caps for my beverage, or I'm spill. Yeah, so it's one of those things you don't necessarily think about till you do it. Mine spilled right into papers like I had to. I don't remember what call it was. It was a couple of years ago, Tracy, and I'm like, okay.
And she uses bottle with cups. Yeah, I have one of those. I usually keep water in a thermos with a cap.
Oh, Debbie, that hurts. Debbie spilled water in her. I did that with my coffee on my laptop, but I was able to recover it, which was like, so.
If you ever spill water on your paper, you can iron it and remove it and flatten it again.
Okay.
But if you spill water on your paper, then you just vintagize it. It's
like that word.
Rip it easier.
Purpose.
Vinticize it. It's a good word. We'll do a couple more questions because we have another call in 10 minutes. Do you make tag color swatches for your paper, along with them being by company in alphabetical orders?
I did that one time for 1 week. I said, and I tagged everything and took pictures of it and sorted it out. I never really used it. So I would say no.
I think it depends on how your brain works, right? With anything that we do, we all have brains that work differently. I mean, Tracy and I complement each other, and we haven't killed each other in 3 years. We have moments, but we haven't killed each other in 3 years. But our brains work very different.
Yeah.
Like we have different ways that we do things. My brain drives Tracy nuts sometimes because like get very detailed.
But my non-brain drives you nuts.
It does.
I'll show you what I do though. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I'll have them ready for a project and I clip them together.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have a lot of them, because I get bored and sometimes I don't feel like actually sitting and doing a project. So I'll play with my things. I like to play with my papers and I'll put them in piles on the floor and I'll start piling them in different, this will look good together and this one will look good together. And then I'll just grab a bunch and that's the paper for my project.
Excellent. Susan's going to add a good Black Friday coffee maker. I was looking this is the last thing because we do have to go, but I was looking, you can get the heated cups now that are sealed with a top and you just have your cup, you put it on a heated thing and your coffee stays warm. And I'm like, ooh, I could get into that because I like things that are very warm, but it has a lid on it too, so it wouldn't spill. Yeah. So I'm like, ooh, having a warmed coffee cup. They're not cheap though. It's like, I don't think so. I thought about doing color swatching, but this is too many. I may do them for when I do my own projects. Yeah, it would be a lot to do. So we have to get on to our next call with ours. With time flies when you're having fun, Tamara. It's just like goes by so fast. Thank you so much for bringing your light and your energy to our summits. We love having you as part of our.
I love being here. This is my favorite summit.
Thank you. We love hearing that. We already set the dates for the ones coming up, so we're going to send an email out to our speakers and have them put them in their calendars. But we will be doing 2 more summits. Well, next year, we're always the first full week of June and the first full week of November. That is our spot that we like to keep. So,
yay.
Excellent. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for bringing your energy to all of our calls. It's been great. We are hopping off to hop back on again, and we will be back with Adeline May, who is one of our sponsors, and we'll be back for that. We have lots of calls today. Don't forget to submit your bingo cards. Don't forget to join us live for a wrap-up at 7 p.m. Eastern. I think that's all I have until I start over again.
If anybody has any more questions, just put it in the Facebook, tag me.
And if you do, even if you do her vision board, I was thinking the word vision board, tomorrow or the next day, post it in the Facebook group. The Facebook group does not go away. Right. So post it in the Facebook group. We love the biggest feedback you can give our speakers is to do what they're telling you and show them how you maybe took it a different way. So post it in the Facebook group. They're always in there. I try to tag them if you're not able to tag them. So thank you. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Tamara. You are so sweet and talented. That is someone else's comment. There's someone else's comment.
I love you all.
We will see you on the other side in 5